This is me on a secret unicorn island, and in this video, we're gonna uncover every single myth in Dead Rails, from secret vault codes to hidden loot scattered around the map. So drop a comment if you know any of them, and let's start. First myth, alright? So apparently this dude claims that if you have exactly 50 bucks in your wallet, burn 1 coal on the train, and then type this super shady code, jiggle my Jade, a piece of Jade ore and even a Jade bar will randomly spawn behind some houses. Like, really? Sounds totally fake, but alright, let's test it. So here we go. I sell the gold bar from the tutorial to get the cash I need. Then I buy 1 piece of coal, which costs exactly $20, so that I'm left with the exact amount just like in the video. Now I burn the coal, and finally I type the code jiggle my Jade. Perfect. Let's see if anything pops up. Yeah, fake. Alright, this one's about some guy who walks into a gun store, grabs a weapon without equipping or buying it, walks out like it's no big deal, and then drops it somewhere far away. Boom, free gun. Honestly, I feel like I'm getting trolled here. Anyway, here we go. I pick up the gun just like in the video, and as you can see, I don't have the money to actually buy it. Now I'm supposed to just walk out and head far enough away, right? Yeah, totally obvious this was fake. I swear, like 70% of TikTok kids are just out here making fake myth videos. Next, apparently, you can glitch the zombies just by placing 2 newspapers at the train cabin entrance. If this works, you can clear out entire cities without taking any damage. Just lure the zombies into the cabin. Sounds way too good to be true. But let's test it out. Alright, I need 2 newspapers. I place one straight, and the second one kind of vertically, leaving a small gap so I can get into the cabin. Perfect. Let's go. And we're already getting shot at. Okay then, let's see if this really works. A zombie just popped up out of nowhere and it's working. Now, I want to see what happens if there are a bunch of them. Alright, not bad. Here comes another wave. Whatever. Let's see if I can explore the city now. Interesting. In the end, the myth kinda worked. But honestly, these zombies are so dumb they get stuck on the wooden platform at the train station too, so meh, sort of. Still, I got a bunch of loot, so approved, I guess. Anyway, on to the next myth. So in this one, the guy climbs on top of the church roof and apparently finds a bunch of loot right under the bell. Let's see if this one's real. Okay, so I tried climbing onto the church roof, but that didn't work. So I got on top of another building instead. And yeah, it's pretty clear there's nothing up there. Not wasting my time with this one. There are already tons of fake loot scam vids like this. You show up and boom, nothing. Alright? So this guy goes into the bank vault and puts in some secret code that's supposed to open it. Let's not waste time. Let's check it out. Basically, I'm supposed to come here and enter 12,321, just like in the video. I mean, if it was really that easy, everyone would have already figured it out. So yeah, fake. Let's see if this next myth is finally real or if it's just another dumb fake made by some little brat. Apparently, the guy goes into the lab and stacks a bunch of horses on top of each other like a ladder to climb to the roof. And of course, more loot waiting up there. Super sus. But let's try it. So, I tried stacking a bunch of dead horses since I couldn't get any alive ones, and they started glitching into the wall in a kinda creative way. But every time I tried climbing, I was just short of making it. I ended up stuck in an endless loop of trying to make this cursed horse ladder until it turned night. Then I had to go back to the train because a horde of cursed zombies started spawning. Luckily, the newspaper zombie blocking trick actually came in clutch here. I just cleared the area and waited for daylight. Then I went back, shoved more horse corpses into the wall to try glitching again. And finally managed to get up there. And, yeah, who was the idiot kid who made this myth? As expected, fake. Alright, this next myth sounds super promising. Apparently, in Dead Rails, there's a hidden unicorn island. The video said you just need a few bottles of holy water, a shotgun, and a portal you can find in Tesla's lab. But what the video doesn't tell you is just how insanely hard it is to actually get that shotgun. Once you start the challenge, a bunch of zombies show up, and some of them are crazy strong. Long story short, I got absolutely wrecked on my first try. After that disaster, I ran into a random group who said they knew what to do, and they were sure the myth was real. So I decided to team up with them for another shot at this secret unicorn island. We got to the lab and started searching for the items we needed. With their help, it went way faster. Pretty soon, we had the portal and the coils ready. Now, we just had to survive hell itself to get that shotgun. After fighting off what felt like a million zombies, the stupid gun finally dropped. We grabbed it and rushed back to the train along with the portal to finally test everything out. The video said you had to shoot the portal a few times and throw some holy water at it. But it didn't really say how many times. So after dozens of shots and bottles, we decided to fast forward time using the train. And then, finally, the portal opened. Honestly, it was such a wild experience, and I only managed to pull it off thanks to a random group of people who were crazy enough to join me on this journey. The myth was true. Alright, that's it for today's video. Even though most of the myths were fake or kinda useless, it was totally worth it just to find out you can block zombies inside the train cabin using only 2 newspapers, and about the Unicorn Island. Yeah, there's nothing super valuable or crazy there besides the unicorns themselves, but it was still a pretty awesome experience. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Cheers!